friends, today we are going to be making a coil turtle. So you're going to start with a half sheet of paper and you're going to write your name and your class code on this paper. And you're going to get a chunk of clay, and with this chunk of clay we need to make a very long coil to fill this circle. Now we don't want to go outside this circle, but we want to fill as much of this circle as we can. So I'm going to grab a chunk of my clay off and I'm going to start rolling it. And I do want to remind you that the more you touch your clay, the drier it will get. So you'll start getting little cracks in your clay if you touch it too much. And as I'm rolling, I'm spreading out my fingers so that the coil stays the same thickness all the way around. See, like here I have a thinner spot and a thicker spot, so I'm gonna go and roll it out just this little section right here so that it's even all the way across. And I want my coil to be about the thickness of my pinky or the thickness of a pencil. So I can maybe make mine just a little bit thinner. So I have my coil. I'm going to start, I'm going to put one in the center, and I am going to start rolling my coil around in a circle. Now, if your coil is too short, or if your coil breaks, then all you need to do is take your next coil or bring back that piece and smush those two pieces together and then continue around. And we're going to smooth the whole outside of the surface down so it will stay together. See, I have like a little bit down here that I could fill, so I'm just going to grab another tiny little chunk, roll it out to the size of my pinky, smooth it to connect it, and then break it off there. So now my coil fills my entire circle. Now we need to work on smoothing just this side. So we don't want to ruin the coil down here. So we don't want to be pressing down really hard. We just want to smooth across. So I'm going to get my finger a little bit wet, dip it into this water, and I'm going to start smoothing my clay across until this backside of my turtle is completely smooth and flat. Okay, once I have this little flat surface, I'm going to go ahead and write my initials and my class code on the back. And I want to press hard enough to where I can see my letters, but not so hard that I'm poking through my turtle shell. So next I'm going to grab another chunk of my clay, and I want to make a thick coil with this one. This is going to be our turtle's head. So my coil is pretty thick and I made it pretty short. I'm just going to pinch off the end because we don't need his head sticking out that much. And I'm going to press this into one side. And again, I'm smoothing it out. So make sure that my turtle head stays on. Then I'm going to repeat that process to give him 4 little legs. So a coil, and this one can be a little bit thinner than the head one. Again, I'm not pressing down very hard because I don't want to smush the design that's on the other side of this. Then I'm going to take a little bit of water, and again I'm going to smooth out any areas that are starting to look dry because we want it to go into the kiln looking smooth so it comes out nice and looking finished. At the end of class, we are going to grab a paper towel and we are going to crumple this paper towel into a little ball. And we're going to do this because this is going to hold up our turtle shell to make our turtle 3D. So, I will help you with this part, but we're going to peel back, and now you can see that swirl is still on there. And we are going to place our turtle on top of our paper towel. And this will let us press down just a little to curve our turtle shell. So he is nice and three-dimensional and no longer flat. Once I have him on like this, I can go in and kind of smooth out a couple of these coils that have started to get some texture from either drying out or the texture of our clay mat. Then once it is all smooth, we go ahead and return him to his little paper plate. I'm going to put him on the clay drying rack, and he is going to dry until he is bone dry. And then our turtle is going to go in the kiln, and the next time that we see him, he will be ready to paint.